this with the recorder and this unusual looking thing in my right hand. No, it's not a pistol.
And it is a pleasure to meet you. So I'm curious, how is your afterlife treating you? Hopefully better than your life was treating you. Is that fair to say?
Are you happy here at the Warshaw? I guess you've been here a long time, huh? Now, I think there are ladies here as well, is that right? I'm going to find my flashlight here. Put it away.
Flashlight.
Sorry for all this rattling. Found it. Good.
My camera's doing it again.
You with the battery?
No, the batteries are fine. It's just not taking any. And I have it on night scene as well. What this button is.
Which button?
The red one. Is that timer?
That's you. Which one? Timer? No. Function. You just push the button, takes a picture. I think.
Nope, that's timer.
I'll take a. There's two chairs over there, I see. It keeps. Okay. No. Might be that chair, might set it off. Let's see. That's considered sitting position. Alright, flash. Floor's a little uneven here. There's a lot of stuff back there.
Scotty, I apologize if you've been asked this quite a few times, but I heard earlier during the tour that you had a terminal disease. Do you mind telling us what that disease was? And not knowing exactly what it was it going to be that bad that you felt the need to commit suicide? Or was that just a combination of your son dying and having the disease at the same time? Brian coughing?
So did you have cancer, Scotty? Because that's a terrible thing. My husband had cancer. It actually went all through his body. So I kind of understand if you were in a lot of pain and you thought it was going to get worse, that you wanted to end it. I'm sorry that happened.
A very dear friend of mine had terminal cancer, but he somehow managed to get cured. And another dear friend of mine has cancer right now, and I'm really praying for her.
How did you get cured, Brian?
He had enough money to pay for an experimental drug.
Oh, I'd try that too. Why not?
Yeah, and he paid $30,000 a injection.
Oh,
But saved his life.
Now, was that here or like in Mexico?
No, he did it here.
Was that through the medical field?
Yeah.
I guess you'd be grasping at straws by then. I would try it. But I had a hope of being cured.
Yeah, he had prostate cancer that had spread.
Oh, wow.
That's my friend Bob, who now believes all ghosts are demons.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear, is indeed the correct answer.
That's a very common cancer in men.
It is.
Because 3 of my close friends, one of my friends and 2 of our neighbours' husbands got it. It's also one of the most curable cancers.
Yeah, but his had spread to the point
As
where
long as they don't spread, they're okay.
it was stage 4 spread.
Oh, that's not good.
He apparently had had it for like 20 some odd years.
Yeah, they're very slow growing cancers.
That's what I'm trying to get Doc to check.
Which kind of makes me feel bad because we had a joke about his constant urination problems.
Oh,
You don't have a going problem, you have a growing problem, as a commercial would say. There was a commercial on that, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. The rules state that I'm supposed to let you know before I do a flash. Which
You have to leave,
I
Brian.
should anyway.
Oh, and Brian just got picked up on the SLS. Darn, Brian, you just popped into the view.
Oh,
And for some reason, I'm not aiming it because this thing is, it's giving me, I think it's giving me a false positive. This, whatever this thing is, it's like a little stove.
Yeah.
And
So,
Scotty, I want to ask you, is there any truth, this is probably just a rumor and a fabricated story, about a monkey somebody had as a pet that started a fire? Is that true?
oh, it didn't start a fire. It started an
exploded.
explosion.
Oh, the monkey actually did?
Yeah. The nitroglycerin.
Wow. Why would you leave nitroglycerin around where there's a monkey?
Well, supposedly the gentleman was a captain in the Union Army or something, and he was an explosives expert. And he liked to keep his explosives with him, and he had a pet monkey. And the pet monkey apparently got into the explosives and blew
geez.
himself literally with smothered hands. And they said that they only identified Captain, what was it?
By his pocket watch.
By his pocket watch.
that was the only thing left of him, I think. That's what they said about the submarine. I'm behind you guys. I'm on the backside. I'm on this side now. No, it goes all the way around. I was able to see it on the SLS, the pathway. Oh. What's it picking up on the corner over here? Hello there. What's that? Over there. Oh, careful, there's a construction balcony here, Brent.
Is the Union officer who blew himself up, who monkey blew himself up, or is he here?
Or is even a monkey here too? Okay, so there's a mannequin on the corner.
They say that animals leave spirits as well. Is the monkey here?
There's a lot of noise from downstairs. Just to let you know. Yeah, you can hear it from the other side. There's a karaoke and there's a bunch of crowd.
Sounds exactly.
It's true. I tried it. Hello there. It seems like it's giving me, hopefully you're not a false positive. It looks like it's picking up from the ceiling, but that's kind of a weird spot. Must be. Yeah, that's a dummy over there. Right in the corner. False positive, maybe it looks like a. I think it looks like that. It doesn't like those. Ryan, I get a lot of false positive from the we call those oven things that show up. I used to have a lot of them in here.
Oven thing?
That's what the round cylinder things, heaters, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
Whenever you get, this is the second one of those. What do they call them? Ovens?
Wood burning heater.
Oh. So yeah, I keep getting false positives on them, so. But this one has a little creepy doll in this room.
Gotta get the creepy doll.
I just walked in, I'm like, oh, there's someone there.
That is a neat old record player.
Yeah, my friend Bob has several of these in his shop. And his works, too, which is the amazing part.
I bet if I take a couple pictures in here, just because of that mirror alone, I'll get a bunch of orbs.
I don't get orbs on here.
Well, no, you don't.
Yeah, got a nice orb?
Hard to tell.
Or is the geese proving you wrong?
Proving me wrong on that one.
But you have reflective objects down there, so that could give you.
Look at this. Does this look familiar?
Yeah.
Isn't that the same one that Sean has at Silver City?
It must be making him off the assembly line.
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay. There it goes again. Every time I walk by those wood-burning heater, it tends to pick them up, so I'm pretty sure that's a false positive now.
Over here, was this Vita's room?
I kind of got confused earlier, but supposedly there's someone that gives you scratches here, so I'd like to know.
People are making an awful lot of noise down there.
Oh, below us, actually.
Huh?
Below us.
I know.
All right. Lots of chairs and antiques in here. I'm trying to remember the name of the different ghosts and characters. If you don't mind enlightening me, letting me know. Oh, that was weird. I'm not picking something up there, but that's a telephone. No, no, no. Maybe the chair. Why do you want to be on a telephone? Maybe you want to pick up that telephone. Is that you? I believe that's... Which one's Frank's room? Oh, the red room. Ooh, there's a little... Yeah. Watch out for the floor, there are holes in the floor. Let's see if we pick something up. We were here earlier. Telephone on the wall.
Yeah, this is the one where people supposedly get scratched.
I don't know if you're allowed to sit on that. Are you allowed to sit on that?
Well, I know you're allowed to sit on that. This one's rather
I hope.
padded.
I hope, because I don't know if you're allowed to sit on any of the
No,
furniture.
this one, she let, during the tour, she let somebody sit on it.
Ah. So if this is Frank's room, I thought that was Frank's room over there.
No, that's Scotty's room.
Scott.
We are in Frank's room, otherwise known as... We're getting activity on the SLS.
Yeah,
Right next to the couch in Frank's room here.
it's having trouble locking on, but
So Frank, if they're not exaggerating, why are you mean to people? That's weird to see that light just come on like that.
which one?
In the door, across the way.
Oh. Oh, that's another building. You remember that's where you have the door to nowhere.
Yeah, that is the door to nowhere where the light came on.
Frank, what do you think of the door next door?
So Frank, are you mainly upset at men? And you like women? Or do you just not like people? screaming from the bars outside. So Frank, can you let us know if you're here? If
I just switched views so I can see where that's at.
I decided, or if I wanted to play shaving a haircut. Do you hear that?
That was me, and that may have been me tapping when I picked this thing up.
If I play shaving a haircut, especially if you know what that is, will you play with me with that?
Frank, if that's you relaxing on the couch, could you stand up and...
I don't know if I can get a picture of that. I've got to try though.
What?
It looks like somebody in a hat. Oops, my flashlight apparently has been on.
Oh,
Oh, perfect. No.
yep. Lost the tracking.
Sorry, Frank, I got distracted, but this is too good of a picture. I'm going to put this up and not say a word. You know how many people are going to say it's a ghost?
What? Oh, that's a very interesting picture.
Yeah. All right, Frank, I apologize, but will you play shave and haircut with me?
Shaving a haircut, what's that supposed to be?
You don't know what it is?
Nope.
Okay.
Both of you need to
So
tell
Frank,
me.
just in case you don't know what it is, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to do this. And then I want you, if you're willing, to go.
Can you finish the beat?
You finish the beat. And it's shave and a haircut, 2 bits. That's the rhyme that is attached to it. Okay, so if you would, I'm going to start. Please kind of play along with me, all right?
Nope, not complete. Thought I heard something, but it wasn't complete.
All right, Frank, I'm going to try it one more time. So please, if you're here, I mean, what do you have to lose, really? Right? All right, tell you what. Here's the deal. If you finish that, I'll let you come over here and slap me. What do you think? You want to give it a try? You supposedly don't like people, so here's your chance. I'm more than willing to just stand here and let you do it. All right? So let's give it a shot. Frank, I'm telling you, you are no fun.
Check something in this room. The hallway over here. There's something creaked over here, so is that a distance? Might be outside though. Oh, there's a kid at the end of the hallway, but it's the doll. just walked over here to where we were at earlier.
Dad,
Yep.
did you just make a creaking sound over there?
No, yes, it was when I walked over this little creaky.
It was weird. It sounded like it came from this other road.
That's why I came over here, because I heard something creaking on this side earlier.
Did you just open the door?
No. Something creaked right by you. I heard a creak coming from this side.
Frank, are you over here? You running away from me? Or us? That didn't sound like it was coming from outside.
No, it sounded like it was coming from over here. Like a hinge moved. And I didn't move a door. So if that was you, Frank,
But you heard a door.
I heard something like a hinge sound.
Yeah, like it was so the door was open and squeaking at the same time.
The door's really rickety here, so, but I was just staring at down the hall. Oh, there was another creak. That may have been the
That
ground.
was you.
Yeah.
But
Is there loose board here?
I can see.
Because I know the floors are creaky, but they don't make.
They don't squeak.
You're walking over it.
Squeaking. But they're not squeaking.
Does that sound like a lever?
That makes you wonder why these doors are open.
Yeah, I'm wondering
Oh,
about that.
really? They have to put a creepy doll down there?
I saw that earlier, but I've been paying attention to seeing if anything changes.
Flash.
Flash. And if I hear any,
Got to have creepy dolls.
make sure nothing's hitting my camera because it'll keep making loud noises when I'm walking.
What's that?
If I have my camera, something hits it, it'll make loud noises. So I gotta put it in a spot that doesn't hit anything.
You gonna leave it idle or static?
Well, I put down the SLS for a second and I was just trying to listen into it as you were walking to see if I hear the creaking noise.
Come on, Frank, talk to me.
Frank, was that you that just whistled?
Was that a whistle? Where'd you hear that?
By you.
Because it didn't sound like it came from over here.
Like someone's getting my attention.
You know, here's one thing though. If the person that's across from us over here,
Yeah?
the other building, there is a good chance that they could be messing with us too.
Or a sound passing through. The rest of the group's on the other side, so you might hear some sounds coming
We
through.
wouldn't be able to hear them.
Hello.
Maybe turn down that red light there.
My last one allowed me to aim it downwards, but careful when you walk through.
You said you heard a whistle before?
I thought I heard a whistle.
We've had a few weird little noises.
Not
I don't-
from the bar?
Frank's not being very cooperative. I was trying to do shaving and haircut with him. I even told him if he did it, he can come and slap me. He wouldn't do it.
Wow, that's an offer you can't refuse, Frank.
Exactly. I love the creepy doll though.
You go in the other room.
No,
Right here, there's one down the hall.
You want to go in there and do a little EVP session?
Yeah, we can.
Oh yeah, I
We've
took a
been-
picture
I've
of
had
that
the
one
recorder
earlier.
going for a while, but I'm hoping it got some of the squeaks and stuff. I do have a totally cool picture that is totally non-paranormal. But when I put it up, people are going to be going, "Oh my God, you got a ghost!"
Trying to listen to the ambience of the room, but it's very creaky.
Yeah.
And they turn the light on. So right across the way, it looked like a person in a hat with a
in Frank's room?
I believe so. It's
Mhm.
Frank's, and then I was at Scott's room earlier taking a look at that. So a very complex house.
Shit, my butt. I sat on a wooden post
Dennis?
underneath here.
What?
That picture is gone.
Which picture? Oh shoot, which one?
The one I showed you. This is all there is now. There should be a picture in between this one and this one.
Oh. You,
What the hell?
okay, Frank, are you messing with us?
Gosh.
Open my eyes a little.
Yeah, there is a picture missing off of here.
Because right before
And
that.
I showed it to him.
Did you take it on your camera?
I took, yeah, and I showed it to him on here.
Oh.
I don't know where I got
Yep.
it.
I'm picking something up behind you, but it's not stable,
Sometimes
so.
we take them on our phones and get
A
confused.
few times I picked up a few things on that couch just to let you know, so.
I've never had that happen before.
When you were sitting here?
No, I wasn't sitting there. I avoided sitting there.
See if there's anyone else.
'Cause-
Hey Frank, is it okay if I sit on the sofa here?
Okay, so it is on my phone at least.
Oh, it's on your phone,
It
okay.
is on my phone because I did take it with both.
yeah.
Oh my,
Interesting, isn't it?
that
But it's-
is.
It's not a ghost, it's just a reflection
Let's have a
Ah,
or a shadow.
There's trees moving outside, so that's what that is.
But I'm gonna put it up. I'm not gonna put anything, I just wanna see what people say.
pareidolia at rest.
Tell them to comment on it.
Yeah.
What?
Ask them to see what they think.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put it up and go, what are your opinions on this, guys? Do the same thing they always do to me. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to.
No, it's just
I
funny,
don't know why it's
pareidolia
not
will
on
run
my
them up.
camera, though.
Yeah.
That-
Okay. So Frank and possibly Scott, both of you, are you guys around and want to play or want to do something or want to chat? Talk about cards?
All right, Frank, I'm gonna ask you this question one more time. I don't know whether you answered it before. If you did, and I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. But now that there are both male and female in here, do you have a preference or do you just not like people? God, the dust is really getting to me.
Do you like women better than men?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my water.
I have stuff on the second floor.
Are you gonna follow Brian out there, Frank?
Yeah, some reason.
Dennis,
What?
I just walked on the board this week.
You found the squeaky board finally?
Oh, there are a bunch of them back there.
Yeah. Okay, there it goes again.
That might have been a whistle.
Just may have been because you guys were just moving around, so. Although this room does feel like it just got dark.
Yeah.
'Cause, okay, Frank, I know it was a little lighter earlier. Are you joining the ladies here?
Now, I did ask permission to sit on this sofa before, so that should be okay, right?
What is that?
This is settling.
I'm hoping it's a settling. Is that you, Frank? I don't think we touched anything there. At least I don't recall.
Is there anything you want to tell us, Frank?
Oh, I think I left my recorder in the other room.
I have mine on the second floor and one of the other rooms recorder. You should be able to see the blinky light so you know where it's at.
Yeah, I've got to get mine. I left it back in Scott's room. It got dark feeling in here.
I heard something in the far distance over there, but I don't know if it's settling or something got moved. Yeah,
Which side?
to the right side.
Over here.
Could have been a bug or something that landed on something. That was flash.
Sorry.
Turn of the century telephone. Can someone show me how to operate this thing?
Bed warmer.
Is that like a rotary dial?
You turn the crank, generates a high voltage, sends a ring down the line, but that's
Oh, I haven't had to use one of those. We used to have an old rotary phone.
yeah. Before rotaries, you actually had to talk to the operator first to make a call.
And then they would have to connect you.
Manpower, or female power actually, but
Oh my God, one of my first jobs, I was a switchboard operator. We had to plug those little things into the switchboard, the cords.
yep. And that's the reason why they call them R&T, ring and tip.
Here's what I get a kick out of.
That's where the term comes from.
There was an actual switchboard in the house next door.
Oh, they must have been wealthy to have their own
And-
switchboard.
And they had two. They had one in the house and then Silver Spur had some service up on the hill, PV.
Yeah.
But in a lot of ways, it was really comforting to know that there was somebody there 24/7
Good.
and wide awake.
I don't know. As long as my PBX is working, I'm happy.
Did you just turn that little bit away then? That's like, here we go. Okay.
We're
You
getting-
okay? Where'd you go?
I just went to go get my recorder and left it in the other room.
Oh,
Ah,
gotcha.
that's what you mentioned.
All right, Frank, let's try this one more time.
Play that little
Shave and a
game.
haircut. And the offer still stands. You are really no fun. We hear all these stories of how you like to make yourself known when there are, what, you just really don't like us?
Are you
I don't
really
think
having
that's
the same
you.
boundaries at next door?
What's that? This is something keeps popping up behind you. More objects over there behind you?
There's a vertical line
Hmm.
in the bed warmer.
Vertical line?
Vertical lines on those things, they change them into figures.
Yeah, but I'm actually behind
Brian.
Brian, yeah.
Well, that's where that is behind Brian.
Let's see if I move, see.
And it decides to go away, which tells me that it was having trouble. But there's nothing there, it's all flat wall, is what I
It
can
was
tell.
probably trying to make something out of me being there with these.
Well, you're the closest object, but you're not actually one I was aimed towards, so.
There is a little lunchbox here.
Oh, shoot.
That is old school right there. Even has a vent for the rotten sandwich.
Oh, sorry.
Really?
Look at the top, right under the strap.
You can smell when it goes bad.
Yes. Hey Frank, question. Were you a minor by any chance?
I think that's easy to say it was an adult.
Yeah, I just heard that.
Me too.
Yeah, I heard a couple before that as well.
Clicks?
There.
Oh, that's me, that's my stuff creaking,
No,
but it
no.
No, it was out there.
was out there.
Yeah.
That may have been what I was hearing earlier when I went around the corner.
So if you were a minor,
I think that's
what
me that's
were
casting a
you-
shadow.
what- Yeah, you're casting a shadow.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the Tommy knockers?
Never know.
Did you know about Tommy knockers? Do you know what they are? Was the myth of the Tommy knockers very active up in the mines here? Did you have Cornish miners up here? Was that you?
No, there was a vibration next to me.
So that noise was not you?
That was not me.
It was. The sound came from your general direction.
It
So.
came from right next to me.
Yeah, right out
Yeah.
the door. That's what it sounded
No,
like.
it wasn't at the door, it was on this table.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
you
heard
mean where my
something.
recorder is?
Yes.
Oh. Trying to grab my recorder, Frank?
A little device with a red light. Just talk loud and clear.
Yeah, talk right into it. We would love, literally love to know what you have to say. That's why we're here. You're part of the history of the Warshaw Club. How does it feel to be an actual part of history?
To think that all these years later, we know their names.
Folks come up here getting tours just to hear about you. How does that make you feel? Personally, I think it'd be kind of cool.
You're being recognized. Is that awesome? Get a recognition in everyone's book.
One of the reasons I don't understand why you're so hostile towards people, or at least they say you're hostile towards people.
Is that because you consider this your home, your room, and you don't like people coming through?
Are you okay with us visiting you, Frank? Maybe your other buddy Scott down on the other side?
That's actually a good question. Do you and Scotty kind of hang out? Are you guys friends?
Something just started at the end of recording.
Pardon?
Something just beeped over there by you, so.
Yeah, it was me cutting off my recording.
Oh.
So Frank, you have not been hostile towards us in the least. Are people exaggerating on how mean you are? Has it just been certain people that have rubbed you the wrong way? People that have mainly, disrespected you? Or disrespected things that you cared about?
I don't know what that previous tour group was like, but the young tour guide, she was crying downstairs because I guess they were rude to her. I don't know what they said or what they did, but I don't like that.
It definitely upsets me because I am a tour guide on a U.S. Navy battleship. So I kind of know what what she probably had to go through. Because I get some real obnoxious tours. Chair creaking.
You know, especially if people are drunk. They're not supposed to let them on the tours if they're drunk, but of course they do anyway. And once somebody's drunk, they can get obnoxious. So maybe that's what happened tonight.
Move the camera on the other side.
like the tour guides here? Do you like the fact that they come up here and talk about you? Are you protective at all of the tour guides, especially the women who have to deal with some obnoxious men on occasion?
How about Kimmy? Do you like her? I think she'd probably be my favorite.
I know Kimmy pretty well, and I really doubt you'd ever have to try and protect her. She'd kill anybody that was mean to her. But Kimmy is good people.
Do you remember Betty, who was a tour guide here maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3? She was a very good friend of mine. And she moved, I think, to live with her son. But she was a tour guide up here for the longest time. Betty Weemer, she was wonderful. Do you remember her?
So Frank, when you were alive, were you a drinker? No, I'm not asking if you were an alcoholic or anything. I was just wondering whether you would have a few drinks.
What's your favorite drink, Frank? Mine's gin and tonic.
Mine's rum and orange juice.
No, not rum and coke.
Mine is red wine.
No, mine is dark and orange juice. Nothing better.
Red
That was
wine?
my husband's favorite drink too, gin and tonic.
Pina colada and the girly girl.
Mm-hmm. Pina coladas are good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that
Frank, did you ever
existed
have
in that time
A
period.
pina colada, maybe back in the day they didn't make them. They're actually delicious. They're made with coconut milk, pineapple, and what else?
Rum.
And rum, the main ingredient. But they're actually delicious.
I'm just picking up you two on the sitting down every time I aim that way, so it's good.
How about a hurricane, Frank? Have you ever had a hurricane? Those can be, wow. 3 different kinds of rum with a 151 floater. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's a Myers Dark floater. But it does have 151 rum. 151 proof. It's almost like moonshine.
Hoo-wee.
Yet tastier. So I don't mean to offend, but what kind of a drunk were you, if you, and when you did get drunk?
Were you a happy drunk or a mean drunk? There are different types of drunks.
Or were you like me when it all depended on my mood? And yes, I did say depended. I don't really drink anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you don't think we're being
How many
rude,
drinks did you
Frank.
see me have?
We just want to know a little bit more about you.
Doesn't matter. I'm just picking up you two sitting down every time I pan over there, so that's the 2 girls sitting down on the side, so I don't see anything unusual that's popping there, but it's picking both of them up surprisingly well.
All right, Frank, so since we've gotten to know each other a little bit more, hopefully a little bit better, I'm going to try shaving a haircut one more time. And I think all 4 of us would appreciate you responding. Or, you know what, if you think I'm, using you to play a game or something like that. If you want to just have a couple knocks, we would appreciate that as well, just so we know you're here. So I'll tell you what, I'll wait a couple minutes, see if we can get a couple knocks or anything you want to do to let us know you're here, and then I'll try shaving the haircut one more time. Motorcycle starting.
Just heard a knock.
That was a noise, but it was not a knock.
That may have been outside.
No, that was.
No, that was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Frank, shaving the haircut one more time.
Here we go.
You ready? Wait until the motorcycle passes. Come on, buddy, 2 knocks. Oh, disappointing.
Someone's singing.
It's karaoke next door.
Yeah. I just got
That's
louder.
rather
The
loud.
better you think you sound.
Come on, Frank. Sound better than the people next door.
Frank, do you know what the chicken dance is? And yes, I cannot believe I'm bringing this up. I'm hoping you were forgetting.
We have a treat in store for you tonight. We're having a competition. First of all, it's going to be me and Brian, and we're going to see who does the best. After we've done the dance, all of our voice recorders are going to be on, and I want you to say either Jackie, or Brian. Who you think did the best dance? After that dance is over, Dennis and Brian and Jackie are going to do it. Now, as a matter of fact, it might just be the guys, Dennis and
Oh, you
Brian.
notice how she's backing out now? You notice? You notice?
Well, I don't want,
And-
the competition to be too tough.
And Frank,
Which is
just,
why I'm gracefully bowing now.
Frank, just take into consideration I have a bad knee on my right leg and a replaced hip on my left, so I'm
And I have a
handicapped.
bad back and I'm old. I think we're
I'm
equally
not
handicapped.
exactly a young chick,
No comment.
as in chicken.
So gather all the spirits around downstairs in the ballroom. It won't be long, it's going to be good.
Well, at least I will be.
I'm going to be magnificent. Annette's seen me in action. What did you think of my dance moves, Annette?
I thought you had it.
I don't know, she told me yesterday she thought I was better. I remember you saying that.
Oh, yeah, sure, uh-huh. Forgot I said that.
I may have it on a recorder.
Ooh.
You want to move down to a different room?
Sure. Are we gonna be staying on this floor?
Yeah. There's other rooms over that side.
The only reason I'm asking is I have
Oh, got that.
the back of the building. I have my backpack
Okay.
in Scotty's room
That backside.
with a recorder running.
Scotty's room down the hall.
It's,
We do have night vision cameras on these rooms, just to let you know, so they can watch downstairs.
No, it was a weird vibration.
oh, hold on.
You have a vibrating table.
Did you feel anything?
No.
So it would have been the same,
No.
just the reverse.
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't think it was enough to vibrate.
Yeah, no, whatever it was
sound?
was right there and vibrating.
Well,
Moving out of Scotland.
it's supposed to be where you hear is one of these things. I think you speak into the center and just in the bottom. And those things were active. Old carbon element. I think that was Edison's invention. I just ran this thing out for some reason. We had a power issue.
Where are we going?
So just wondering aimlessly.
So, what's the prostitute or the girl's name? Loretta, is that up here or is that?
I don't know her name. Layla, that's a pretty name.
Oh, this is the Scott's room. Okay, that's on this side.
I don't remember whether that was here.
All right, beat me up, go ahead.
Sorry.
Actually, you know what? I think it was one floor down.
That's what I thought because I asked him. I have a recorder one floor down too.
Okay. What happened?
Top dust up here.
Really dusty up here.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do?
Want to go down?
Go downstairs?
That or stay up here for a while? It's up to you guys.
We can go maybe around that way, straight ahead and turn right.
Can we barely give me an hour?
Yeah, well, my thing said it recorded about 45 minutes and then it lost power. So my SLS, it won't turn on.
So it's no longer working?
It decided to quit. I just tried to do a reset, so I don't know if the battery's out or what, but I did do a full charge, so.
Different.
I know I got some recording going, so I'll have to recover it later.
And it's not going in here.
A little noisy outside, but. Hello, this is Scott's room.
This is not Scott's
Not Scott's room?
No, Scott's room was back there when we first started.
Yeah, Scotty's room is in the back of the building.
Okay, so whose room is this then?
Now
That we're not
in
sure.
there.
I was having trouble getting in here because the tour group was like, yeah. This is the one that Dennis did, with the,
Yeah. Number 5 with the home door. Well, since this thing is a little bit out of commission right now, I'll put this down and switch gears out. Get my camera still going.
where are you going? It's escaping. Oh, yes, I do. 29 minutes.
Flash.
So, we apologize, but we're not really sure
think
what
that's a
room we're
chair.
in right now.
Don't think that's a chair you want to sit in.
Oh no, I wouldn't sit on that. My big butt, it would crash.
It looks like it's falling apart already.
If there is somebody here, can you tell us what room or whose room we're in?
Oh, there's
No, I
artifacts.
didn't want you to beep at me.
There's
Oh, yeah,
artifacts.
that's definitely not sittable.
Yeah, there's artifacts in this room here.
So was this one of the areas where she was saying that this was retail space?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Because there was one place she was saying that it was all retail space.
I thought that was the lower
I thought it
floor.
might have been up here.
Is it-
Doctor's offices, things like that.
That would be the next floor down in the big open area.
Are you sure?
Yep.
No, the big open area was the ballroom.
It was always
Right,
full.
but
Oh.
she said it was the doctor's office.
That's
I
what I
never
heard.
heard anyone call it doctor's office.
That's
There
probably
was doctor's office and Tom's story about a little girl getting hit by a cart
Oh, that's right, she did.
and dying up in the room.
So the front of the Warshaw Club is a little hard to do EVPs because we have a lot of karaoke going on.
can always try the knock again.
All right, so yeah, you know what? I will. Let me, for those who weren't over there when I explained what shaving a haircut was, I'm going to be doing this. And if you want to reply to let us know you're here, I just need you to go, just 2 knocks. I'll do 4, you can do 2. What do you think? You guys willing to give it a shot? Looks like we have active cameras.
I saw at least a few cameras I was able to pick up on the IR. I'll do a flash, so hopefully, nope, that's not a flash.
All right, guys. So let's give it a shot, all right? One time.
And flash. Doing double flash because
You guys definitely do not seem to be cooperating tonight.
Did you demonstrate the TV?
I did. So, do the spirits here, do you guys like listening to the music on the weekends? I don't think you get a whole lot of it during the week, right? Do some of the karaoke singers make your ears bleed?
If you heard me sing, that would definitely make your ears bleed.
Or, would probably drive you insane, but we won't go there.
We should karaoke together, Ryan.
What, are you trying to kill people?
3 of us will be the sick cow singing trio. You know, when it's time to close up and no one wants to leave, we get up and sing. That's how you clear the bar.
I was gonna say, you better make sure I've had a lot to drink. So you guys go down and have some fun with the crowd down there? Kinda wondering if that might not be one of the reasons there's not a whole lot of, stuff going on up here. You guys down having fun? Or I should say, because if you were down there, you wouldn't be answering me up here. For anybody that's here, do you have a lot of, your, friends down there kind of partying it up with the weather?
let me do a flash.
Yeah, that would get rid of the karaoke.
It actually was quieter, but in the middle of the week, definitely on the weekends. Flash.
Oh, we were doing that. We were on Saturday, right? Oh, yeah, that's on Saturday.
Frank Scott. I knew you were here. I just felt like it's getting a little cold. Because it's a draft, but flash. This place used to be occupied with lots of people. So there's your extension cord going down, and there's the flash.
So Jackie,
Yeah,
is the Warshaw closed or do they stay open later?
it's closed,
It's closed?
yeah. So if anyone that at this time needs to go to the bathroom, you have to go down to where the music comes from.
So you have to go into that bar?
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit of fun games. I'm coming back your way, guys. Could have been. I mean, unless it's getting colder and a draft is coming in, but
We've got an open window right here, it just has a screen.
yeah, I was trying to follow the draft because I figured there's a stairwell and I figured that might be a flow of draft there. Alright, well, it seems like either Frank and or Scott is both tired. Unless you guys want to play a game with me.
You guys want to hang out here? You want to come down?
Yeah, I'll go down.
Okay, you guys can hang out here for a bit. And we'll head
Alright,
on
I'm gonna
down.
leave my recorder running here, I'm gonna go over to Scotty's room, grab my stuff, and bring it over here.
Okay. Don't feel but I was trying to track down the light casting shadows on the corner there, so hopefully we'll see something. Our quarter will be bouncing around. All those kids in a younger age playing at the stairs. Can you imagine? Oops, that's too bright for me. I'll leave the other recorder up here.
Huh?
You're leaving a recorder up here, right?
No, are you going back down?
Are you going down or are you staying up?
Well, I thought you wanted to stay up here. I'll grab my stuff and go
Not
back.
that I want to stay, it's the fact that I'd like to go around rather than staying too much in one position.
So what do you want to do?
I usually move around a little bit so I can see, but I was just trying to pay attention to the lighting and the shadow casting.
Well, I can hang up here if you want to just walk around for a while. Just not going to leave you up here by yourself.
By myself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no big deal. Realize how many of those animals are here.
I didn't hear a word you said.
All those animals. Animals.
Noise out here.
The taxidermy animals that you see here. And a very old card catalog thing I just noticed. Those things go back far back.
I keep getting this weird vibration through the
I'm hoping that's just the vibration through the floor, not someone trying to draw your attention.
Well, the chair is vibrating. Not often, but just every once in a while the chair vibrates.
Well, hate to.
Just as of yet. It's 2 times since I sat here.
I will knee down and see if I can maybe think the vibration could be from the planks because they're pretty loosely on the ground, like they were creaking earlier. Older house design, so I don't imagine it to be airtight, watertight. But they did do a fairly good job, so if you're feeling a vibration, I wonder if that's coming from something else or just the ground or just you.
Well, if I remember right, we are directly above the Warshaw bar, right? It's closed. That's why one of the reasons I was asking if it was open.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because on the bar we can tell where the stairs were when I was paying attention.
Yeah, the stairs are just right there.
We're one floor above that. Remember that. There's another floor beneath us.
Yeah, so we're like very high up from the bar, but the bar's closed.
I don't know if those vibration will travel up this far. It's pretty sturdy. So I'm going to pay attention to the red glow. One of the tour guys said she spotted something that she couldn't tell on the stair by where that red light from the exit sign's at. Until she turned up the brightness and you can actually see something sort of like moving up and down the stairs. As I was paying attention while you guys were talking, I keep seeing it like, it could be my eyes, I keep quick fade to black and I thought maybe that's like a shadow like I'm doing right here while I'm moving around. So that's why I moved over there, but there's also a glow on the top, which I was trying to figure out where that was being projected from.
Well, like, there is a camera right there.
Yeah, I see the cameras.
So I'm wondering if that could be causing some sort of a infrared glow or something.
My eyes wouldn't see it.
That's true.
Like I said, I'm paying attention to the red light where the steps are from the exit sign. It's not doing it anymore. But it would be like, and I thought maybe it was a fly or something. See where the red light is at? That glows up right beneath that blow.
Oh, okay, so it's down in the stairs.
Yeah.
In the stairwell, okay.
But you guys were here, and either something moved really fast through it. It was just a quick flash. Like, you know, if I move my arm in the shadow on the left wall, you see here? So how fast I moved. That's what I saw. It was like a really fast move. And I figured maybe a bug or something, or a bird, unless someone has a bat flying around.
I haven't heard bat wings.
No, but there goes again. That's why I thought maybe it's projected through the stairwell. Maybe I was wondering if maybe someone was coming up earlier, but so see how the car passes through, it cast a shadow up there, so I was paying attention to that, trying to figure out if that was it. To go through that photo in that one section. Just like I said, quick change in lights, your eyes, you can usually tell, but the problem is not having a camera going and looking through CCTV cameras. This is with the ISO cranked all the way up. That's the problem with letting the camera do auto mode. You can't really tell. Well, there's a security cam sign that's across the hall.
So, is there somebody here that was making my chair vibrate? If there is, can you make it vibrate again, please?
I'm just looking through some photos that I took over there just to see if anything was on it. I don't see anything unusual, but
Again, this is a prime example of why when people say, oh, it never disappoints, there's always ghosts there, it's like,
yeah, I got some pretty blurry photos, so I can't blame it on the blurry photos effect as well. I'm trying to look through the corner
that
here.
was like me last night. Right after that, I started getting those blurry photos on the camera stopped working until I got outside.
See anything unusual, just depth of field, that's all. How far I can see back.
I just heard, it sounded like something moving back there, but it could have been a reverberation from outside or downstairs.
Or the building settling, but because I am standing at the
You know, you
floor
would
still
think that
creaking,
as
yeah.
old as this building is, it would have settled by now.
Oh yeah,
Of
it's
course,
all
it could be falling down.
could be falling apart. Things do disintegrate. See, I don't see the same flickering I saw earlier with the red lights. It literally was looking like something really fast ran across it earlier. So I thought maybe it was a shadow cast from outside somewhere from
Was
that
that
vehicle.
before or
When you guys were here.
after Jackie and Annette went downstairs?
Before. There's no one on the other side. We're all here because we only have 4 people, so we can pretty well control where we're at. So it's not doing it anymore, but it just didn't make sense because there's a stair there and I can understand, but maybe my eyes is not seeing the same way now.
Well, even though I'm not big on supposed ghost pictures, that one picture the cute little tour guide was showing us about the tall man on the top of the stairs,
Yeah,
that was kind of interesting. So
that was in this area. I asked her.
it wasn't this area? It was
Yes, that she showed me. It was right after those red lights are from the exit
yeah,
sign.
so it was at the top of the stairs right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why when I said I thought I saw something like a black, like the light flickered, and maybe it could have been the light itself, but I don't know how well those things do. I don't think those things should be flickering in this date and time, so that's why I went over there to go take some pictures, and maybe I'll spot something in the picture, but
So I wonder if the tall man is like Frank or Scotty.
that's what I don't know either, but well, the environment settled back down, so we haven't moved for about 5 minutes. You can kind of get a feeling of the environment. That's why I asked you earlier if there was a breeze, because
Well, there's a little bit of a breeze that
Yeah.
comes through the screen, but it doesn't reach really anywhere else.
yeah, I felt a little bit of a breeze through that door when I came through. That's why I was checking it out. I'm like, okay, there's a
Through
breeze.
this door or the one?
When I walked over there earlier when you guys were in here. So I figured maybe there's a breeze coming in somewhere. That's what I saw. But I don't know if that was a breeze or maybe I walked through
You
someone.
know what, let me go check something real quick.
But it's not, it's pretty quiet now over there, so.
Let me check something. I'm gonna go through there.
Why don't you stand by that door and see if you feel anything?
This door?
Yeah,
What,
just,
the one out here?
no, right there, right where you're at. Do you feel a breeze?
Not in the least. Well, I do, but it's coming from behind.
Okay, walk about 2 steps forward. That's where I was standing, so.
So right about here.
Yeah, that's when I was trying to take a picture of there, see, so. No breeze?
If I do, it's very minor.
Okay.
Now, were you feeling
Yes,
behind or up on your face?
pretty much by the face when I walked through.
Let me go check something real quick.
All right.
So there is a slight breeze coming from out here.
Okay, so that's probably what they're feeling by the stairwell. It's now next thing to check to see if there's any shadows casted over there from where you're standing, because you haven't changed the lighting at all.
And I'm going to assume it's coming from the big pit.
I believe so, because there's a projected light against this wall, and I think that's
Well,
coming
there-
from
so
over there.
There is an extension cord with a glowing plug.
That's not bright enough to light this.
Right,
This
but
is
then
from
there
the
also is a
inside.
light coming through Scotty's window.
That's what I thought, and that's probably at the level where maybe a car or something flashed over it, but I couldn't see it from here.
Yeah, that's possible.
But you're right, there it does feel like a draft coming through here, so. What is that? All right. Seems to be pretty quiet up here.
That was weird.
What?
I heard you say, all right,
And I said it's pretty quiet up here.
yeah, but you came from over there, but I saw somebody right there.
Shoot,
And I thought it was you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said when I came through that door.
What?
I came through that door there, and I said, it's all right. It's pretty quiet up here. So unless someone's proving me wrong.
Yeah, but that's why I was looking over there thinking that you had were just coming through that door. Interesting. That's kind of cool.
Someone's playing games with me again. I'll take a picture there, I take it. Are you going to take a picture there?
Want me to?
No, I thought I saw a light flash over there. Like a
Well, you
big,
did.
Okay, that was you, yeah.
That was my flashlight.
Ah, your red flashlight.
Yeah. Do not want to kill my night vision.
Well, it's been a few times already.
Yeah, me too. When I forget to close my eyes when I'm flashing on the camera. There goes my ear again. I hear little crackles in there. That's how I know I need to.
That's what I was getting yesterday at the prison left ear when it got really stuffy and hard. I'm not getting that today. It's actually getting pretty stable. There's just got to be something that's going on with this doorway, going back and forth. Okay, guys. Might be time for us to move on.
Are you hoping we'll get out of here?
You guys got an early morning work shift? I hate to be like a brick here, but earlier I was spotting something on that hallway, but like I said, it's hard to tell.
Not getting anything now.
No, wait. Let's see. As it's, when your eyes settle, I don't know how well you can detect contrast, but your little low light level senses red, kind of weird. When someone has a green light. I'm just staring in one location to see if I see any change in brightness. playing tricks on me.
Yeah, they'll do that with,
Well, there's two.
low light.
Yeah, it's low light, but the stairwell has those bars that are vertical, so they're kind of my reference point. So, but it may be playing tricks on me because they're repetitive. And something's repetitive, your eyes tend to do
Well,
that.
I'm looking at the light and it looks like it's flashing.
That's what I thought I was seeing. Like between the top left and the top of the stairwell and where the stairwell, the
Right.
3 holes are. It looked like it was flashing too. To you?
Right now it looks like it's flashing, yes.
Yeah, I wonder if it's playing tricks on me because that's what I'm seeing. And it was solid for a while, so. But it could just be playing tricks on me because of the fact that it's repetitive in a pattern.
Yeah, but I just came over here.
Yeah, I can't, that's what I was thinking, is like something's moving up and down there. But we're so far away, it's hard to really tell, so. But I mean, if someone was to be moving up and down, they would cast a shadow like that, would they?
Possibly. So, you know, I'm gonna,
Or,
put this recorder away.
it's a mighty walk up and down. Something about you least expect it and something changes. I'll turn the light on for a sec because I want to see what that light up on the top is. So that's the emergency light.
I'm just gonna move into this next room and keep an eye on that.
All right. Must be a history to this guy here. You're on the other side. I'm gonna grab my SLS. You're moving to the other room? Or not? Are you getting a dark photo?
So from here, that light does have a very slight flicker.
So you can kind of tell.
Then again, I'm looking,
Someone's downstairs, so they'll probably come back up. Yep. Watching.
what you guys doing down there?
They put the REM pod down there too, by the stairs.
Okay.
That's where they set up. Annette, I think.
No wonder she wasn't happy when I said what they really were. Well, you want to go downstairs, or you want to stay up here for a while?
Well, we can go downstairs, but they set up the REM pod, so we'll set it off as we go down, but
Well, that's okay. We'll be able to tell them why.
yeah, maybe they felt the same thing on the stairs as we did, so. What? You getting a cold spot like I did?
No. I just heard a cough.
That wasn't me. You're the only one that I know that's coughing today.
Yeah.
I was looking at one of the signs to say X-ray cure-all. I don't know if X-rays were invented around that time. I know they were around Edison time.
Check this recording just before my voice.
Verbal note, let me go grab the camera, and then if I can remember. That seems to have had a dead battery now, which is only about an hour in, so
How long is that battery supposed to last?
usually around 2 hours. But it's possible to have more load on it recording, so I need to tear the whole thing apart and rebuild it. Double back to the second floor.
Alright guys, well, we're going downstairs, so
Feel free to see us down there. Just hope that was a breeze I felt.
left us some stuff on our recorders, thank you. If not, well, thank you for letting us come up and hang with you for a while.
I also hope that's a cold breeze that I keep walking through. We'll find out in a moment, won't we?
I'm gonna go set my stuff up in here.
Something's beeping. Reset. I'm walking through.
That bedroom. And right to the doorway, and then the next thing I know, Dennis is coming from the other door.
Remember I said that doorway, when you guys were in the back room, I was checking it out because I thought I saw the color change on the exit sign. That's where you put the REM pod at, although I think the cold drafts just set it off when you walk through the temperature alarm.
Well, I've been having movement in the doors, these big wooden doors back there.
These?
Yep.
Right before we came down though, Dennis was up at the top of the stairs, and I'm standing in the bedroom with the one that had the actual bed, and I'm like, what the hell? I just heard somebody cough behind me. Which is kind of disturbing when you think, okay, you're dead, why are you coughing?
Maybe to get your attention.
Maybe.
When I was in the city of photo table, I'll just take some of my card over manipulating. And I said, well, I'll point each one, and tell me which one you like. And when I put my finger on different ones, I hated it well. So what we're going to do, is we're going to do the chicken dance.
Sorry, don't let me cut you off, but just out of curiosity, were there 5 cards, and was it a hand?
No, I put 12 cards out. it like this. I said, I'm going to put my finger on it first and turn the heat on like this. And that's going to say two different times.
I hear something beeping. It's beeping again. I think your REM thought is going off, but I think it's the temperature alarm.
No, I don't think it would go off your temperature. Someone has to be near it. Is that the REM clock?
Yep, it's going off.
Look.
Hello, is there anyone over here? Feels a little cooler. It's actually going up and down too.
Wow, it is going off, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it's the temperature alarm, but I don't know if it's because it auto resets or it's not finding the center temperature. But it does feel a little colder, so. And there's another beep, but that was probably me squeaking.
How do you reset it?
I believe one of them is a temperature sensor, one in the middle key. It should auto, well, technically it should auto reset, but because see the four lights will light up when it picks up something on the antenna, but there's also a temperature sensor in there too.
Did it go off for us?
It went off after we came down, so I figured that's the draft. So that's your REM sensor. It'll light up the Simon Says lights. So one of them is temperature, and one of them is it's a change in average temperature. So when you fire it up, it usually takes an average and then fires off if it changes. Remember, that's why I was asking about the draft. And I don't talk about the NFL draft. I got some neat toys here if they still work. That one works. Yeah, click this onto something. Okay, so
How the hell do you even get to the poker?
it's over here in the other corner. There it goes again. I wonder if it's a temperature alarm. Well, which button is the 0, but it's probably the center one. Showing about 70, 69, so it's a little chilly. You need me for something? Do you need me for something?
No.
Oh. No, it decided to stabilize, so I put a thermal imager next to it so I could see if I could. Never mind.
Is that my REM pod?
Yep. No, something's going. Yeah, it's your REM pod's temperature alert that's going off.
You know, I don't think there's a temperature alert on there. Oh, it's usually when you touch it, maybe there is.
Maybe. That's why I threw a thermal imager there. I was watching the thermal imager's high and lows because it'll actually respond much faster.
That's interesting. Okay, what we're going to do again is an extra videotape. We're going to put some music on, and Brian and me to dance off. Then when we're done, it's going to be you and Brian. And we're going to judge the one who's the best, okay?
All right.
And you might want to turn that red light off too.
I was going to go back and go pop my tail on and go dance around.
All right, before you do that, I gotta look up and see exactly what the chicken dance is.
You want to come look?
It can be any way you
I've
want.
got it.
I have a Bluetooth
I've
speaker.
got it here on video, Ryan, for YouTube.
I don't know what the pattern is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You want to come look at my YouTube of it?
I'll just do the dinosaur dance instead. It's close enough, right? I see. Cheesy.
I ain't doing that.
No, you're not doing that.
You can do your own interpretation.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, team dynamics. Let's do a little fun here, since there's probably someone. Still 69.78. Yeah, I'm still here.
In a second, we have to let everyone know that this is a dance-off competition, okay? Brian thinks he's going to win. It's not happening. So if you're going to be the judge, okay? Go next.
Now, what I just saw, you know, if this ends up on video, on the internet, I will kill both of you.
David Jerry.
All right, I'm done.
Stop. Stay there, Brian. Dennis?
Oh, you
Stand next to Brian.
notice how she walks away and gets to rest.
Wait, this one's yours. That's all right.
Well, I was just checking the thing and I didn't hear any temperature alerts, so I was going to go into that room over there. It seemed like it goes away when I'm there for some reason.
Okay, stand close.
Okay, now this will not be anywhere near as long because I'm tired.
Okay, me too. I'm
And Dennis is the youngest, so he should have done this first.
There is Dennis and Brian doing the chicken dance.
If I can.
Move back a minute. Move closer together.
Right there.
That's it.
Okay, now I'm just working.
It's pretty much what it is.
Can't kind of away while you flap your arm. All right, we need to stop this. I'm sorry.
All right. He's getting all
You guys
tired.
did good.
He's got more energy to move.
Thanks for that. I'm so good.
I'm mad at you, Annette.
What?
All right, so for the spirits out there,
And a tired
on my
investigator.
recorder, you know what? Hold on a minute. I'm gonna stop and restart.
Before you say that, I have to ask something quickly. Who do you think did it best? Me or Brian?
That's what I was
first?
going to ask.
Well, I got him first. Which one of us?
Come on, guys. You better say me.
No, I did. And who did the best between Brian
Oh,
and
no, no.
Dennis?
Did you hear that? I heard Brian. I heard Brian was better than you.
See,
But
look,
the
it's
reason-
beeping is going off when you said Brian. See?
Yeah, see? It likes me.
Okay.
Wait,
We got some other beeping now. What else is beeping?
That's
they're
what-
probably running away from us.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question, then we're saying nothing so we can get your answer, okay? Who did it best? Jackie, Brian, or Dennis? I hope you'll answer me. Well, we had fun. I hope you did
Okay,
too.
do you have your K2 on you?
Yeah.
Put your K2 in the floor, and we'll see if we can get them to answer that way. What do you think, Dennis?
Yeah. There's a little device with a green light here. I'm going to move it. Okay, well, this device might be more responsive than... I'm going to put this device with a green light on here and see if you can try to make it flicker. Try to, any way possible, use any energies that you need.
Come on, guys, you have a very important job here. We have to make sure everybody knows that I am the best chicken dancer.
We'll see about that.
We all know who it is.
Me.
Me.
Brian worked very hard and expensed a lot of energy.
Yes, I did.
And
I
I
had to do
worked
it
hard.
twice. She only had to do it once.
Who's the one who brought you naked lady playing cards? That will give me an extra vote.
That's cheating.
Can you make that beep go off to let us know you got the message? No, no. Okay, wait, no, you almost got it. Can you turn it off for a little bit longer for us?
Did you notice the beep also went, or the alarm also had a beep go with it?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. 'Cause I've never used a REM pod in that fashion.
Individual lights make noise?
Well, that's the REM side. And then there's the temperature sensor, but I don't exactly know if it's going off or your battery's going out, one of the two.
That's a brand new battery.
Okay.
Battery possibly might not be a temperature sensor.
Okay, so what's the second sensor of the middle light? This is the middle light in it I saw.
I have no idea. I just know it goes off when you touch it or someone's around it.
Yeah, well, there's one that's the REM is the antenna. And then there's also another sensor that's supposed to be averaging and doing a baseline. There's a little button in the middle. I think it says 0, but I have to look it up closely. I forgot what the other two buttons are now. Because I had a mel meter with the REM on top and would also do the REM, but it would also have the baseline, minimum, maximum. You can see it on the display. Well, it stops now, but it's been repeating, so.
Isn't that a bit of fun though, for us to get up and dance, rather than somebody walking around with boring questions? How long have you been here? Do you know you're dead?
Hey guys, you met me a few years back. I was the guy with the colorful light-up tail that came by here a few times. Remember that?
You wore it yesterday too.
This is a different one.
Oh,
I've been here a few times. I used to put cameras out too. I was the guy that always walked around with all the cameras that was running in this room. I didn't even go over the video footage as much as I should have, but it was like 2017 and 16, something like that. It was one of Doug's thing, if I remember. Well, I'll go put on the tail and go dance around. Let's see if that alarm's going to go off again. There's no one there this time, so.
There's obviously like a court, 2 weeks ago, the doctor said there was no bill back there. I keep hearing those sounds like water running in my ear.
oh, yeah.
Yesterday I was hearing clicking noises in my left ear at the penitentiary, which I assumed that was my secondary tinnitus, but I haven't had it tonight at all. I'm assuming it's tinnitus and this is something else. So far your REM pod hasn't fired off. Okay, guys. We heard the beep earlier. Were you trying to let us know? Manipulation of devices with lights. That K2 hasn't gone off yet, so I might work my way back to the other room with all my stuff and see which stuff I still have.
Which other one?
The one over there next to where your REM pod, that's where kind of my mini base camp is at.
Oh, okay.
So, this I want to move this stuff out here.
Anybody want to go to the poker room?
Let's go play some poker, guys. 10-cent bets. It's quite a bit of money.
Want to go over there? Okay, yeah. How about you, Ron?
Yeah, be there. My buddy Shane just put this up a few hours ago. A tip to anyone protesting in LA: if you see a National Guard soldier with this patch, and it's a ranger patch, it means the job that they have in the Army is basically park ranger. They have very little training and can be considered soft targets.
Why do you like that?
Because it's a ranger. Their training is to kill anybody in sight.
Oh, they'll have to know the courage they want to act with something.
Ah, no more Spooky Bear Ranger.
The big kitty is just sleepy to go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I find that hilarious.
Well, that K2 hasn't gone off or flickered or anything. Darn
The other
K2s.
time it did go off was on the poker table.
Want to try the poker table again? I got another K2 too I was going to deploy somewhere.
We can put them both up,
You could.
one side of the table. Oh, and that's one of them. There. Oh,
Time to upgrade. Is that the black K2? Got the newfangled black K2s.
Can you grab that for me, Dennis?
Yeah, so they now have black K2s because the ones I have.
I don't know, when I started investigating, they were black K2s. There were some of the gray ones also.
Yeah, that's the ones I got, were the gray ones.
Can you set that little device up on the end of the stairs again? So it makes noise, please? We'd like that.
There's a little, huh? There it goes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna go over there and see if I can. That's good enough. Perfect, guys. You did it perfectly. It's 70 in here, so it's not terribly cold.
Back in the poker room.
So, who's gonna bet? So what are we playing? What game are we playing, guys?
Poker?
Which one? Texas Hold'em?
All I know is plain old poker.
Just old-fashioned poker.
I'll get my naughty lady cards.
Naughty lady cards. I'll poke my head through here. I think it was Brian that just took a picture. Alright. Well, it depends on what your video is. That's Brian on there. Guess we're moving over here.
Hey, Dennis?
Yep.
I was telling dirty limericks.
Dirty limericks.
The K2 went up to the red a couple of times.
What's going on here for some reason, but there might
Well,
be
how
phones.
about this one? There was a young man from Kent whose rod was so long it bent. So to save himself trouble, he bent it in double, and instead of coming, he went.
That's a good one, huh? That's a good one.
Nothing's sure going off.
Shouldn't be that sensitive. This is going off here, but it might be your phones.
How about there once was a man from Bel Air who was doing his wife on the stair. But the banister broke, so he doubled his stroke and finished her off in midair.
What we're looking
Oh,
at.
Lordy.
We're looking at dirty limericks.
Ah, dirty limericks.
They like them.
I'm trying to remember the one I've got. So there was a man named Muldoon who took a lesbian up to his room and considered to fight all through the night about who would do what and to whom.
That's back here.
Okay, I've got one. Oh, did you finish it?
Yeah, that was it.
There once was a couple named Kelly. They got stuck belly to belly. For in their haste, they used library paste instead of petroleum jelly. You like that one?
Petroleum jelly, yes. Vaseline.
There once was a man from Sprocket who went for a ride in a rocket. The rocket went bang, his balls went clang, and he found his dick in his pocket.
It's,
Something. Put something
there's one
metal
here
to
that's too
hold the
filthy
wire
to say.
down.
It's really bad.
Filthy?
Oh. Do you
What's
want me to
that?
say it anyway?
Say it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to say it? All right, here we go. This is a bad one. There once was a man from Nantucket with a dick so long he could suck it. He said with a grin, as he licked off his chin, if my ear was a blank, I would fuck it.
Try changing the mode here. Let's see
That
if
was a
it'll-
bad one. I think my original ones were better.
I think they was
A strange young fellow from Leeds rashly swallowed a packet of seeds. Great tufts of fine grass sprouted out of his ass, and his balls were covered with weeds. What do you think, guys? You want some more dirty limericks?
your phone's gonna pretty much make that thing go up to red when it transmits, but it doesn't transmit all the time.
Mine's on airplane mode.
Yeah, my phone's on airplane mode, so
I think it's taking really bad. I'm not saying it is.
Okay, so these are still here.
but I'm just kind of curious of why you're
But
setting
I
off.
am on airplane mode now.
Yep, mine's on airplane mode. Okay, here's my last one. There was a young man named Dave who found a dead whore in a cave. She had but one tit and smelled like fish shit, but think of the money he saved.
Oh,
Good God.
good God, yeah. So if I
I'm leaving
grab,
the really bad ones out, by the way.
Yeah, see, I don't have that filter.
Yep.
There was a young man from Brighton who thought he'd at least found a Titan. In other words, a tight one. He said, "Oh, my love, it fits like a glove." She said, "But you're not in the right un."
right, what?
Wrong place.
Oh,
He was in the
did
wrong
make
hole.
sense. Oh, what hole's that?
There once was a plumber from Lee who was plumbing his girl by the sea.
Okay.
She said, "Stop your plumbing, there's somebody coming." She said, the plumber still plumbing, "It's me."
I hope you
Okay.
guys like these limericks. Tell us if you do, okay?
If you like them, see if you can get this device to get more lights on it.
Young Michelangelo Matos had relations with unripe tomatoes. Grinning he flirts, sure the insertion hurts, but they're cleaner than uncooked potatoes. That one didn't make sense, did it?
Not a whole lot.
I had some trouble with it, yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
A right twisted wench from Capri's orgasmed each time she would sneeze. To the druggist she went and laid down her last cent, said, "A barrel of snuff, if you please."
Oh, God. Stuff that makes you sneeze. They
Snuff.
used in the olden days.
Ah,
There was a young girl of Cape Cod who thought babies were fashioned by God. But 'twas not the Almighty who hiked up her nighty, 'twas Roger the Lodger by God.
Roger the Lodger?
Oh, Lordy.
Oh. It's pretty quiet in here. My ears are rebalancing down to the lowest level possible, so I'm almost close enough to hear a pin drop again.
There was a sailor named Bates who danced the fandango on skates, but a fall on his cutlass has rendered him nutless and practically useless on dates.
Oh, God. Oh. Monica Lewinsky has shown what Kaczynski must surely have known, that an intern is better than a bomb in a letter when deciding how best to be blown. Oh, God.
Hmm?
If anybody's near the stairs, could you set that little device up again so it makes the noise? That would make me very happy. Can you do it one more time?
There once was a man from Madras whose balls were made of brass. In stormy weather, they clung together, and sparks fly out of his ass.
That's a hot rod.
There was a young girl from Devizes who had bosoms of two different sizes. One was small and no good at all. The other was big and won prizes. A little bit there, not much.
Oh.
There was a young maid from Madras who had a magnificent ass. Not rounded and pink as you probably think. It was gray, had long ears, and ate grass.
Oh, God! A spiritual healer named Lee ducked into an alley to pee. He pissed in the eye of a blind homeless guy who screamed, "Holy shit, I can see!" God.
There was a young girl named Ann Heiser who said that no man could surprise her. But Paps took his chance, got slits in her pants, and now she is fatter but wiser.
Oh, Lordy.
Lordy indeed.
So this is supposedly a typical Irish, am I right?
Irish.
Well, once was a man from Kerry whose girlfriend was always so merry. They danced and they drank till the night air stank, and they woke up in bed feeling quite scary.
Oh, Jesus. From the depths of the crypts at St. Giles came a shriek that resounded for miles. Said the vicar, "Good gracious, has Father Ignatius forgotten the bishop has piles?"
There once was a young lad from Clare who had a thing for his neighbor's mare. He rode her all day till the sun went away and left his poor neighbors in despair.
There was
Interesting.
an old whore in Times Square who went round with her genitals bare, but the union said, "Stop, you can't keep open shop. We consider such practice unfair."
There was a young man from Australia who painted his ass like a dahlia. Though the colours were true, and the shape of it too, The aroma, well, that was a failure.
Aroma?
I'm starting to feel a bit weird.
How weird are you talking about?
I feel cold.
Well, I'm definitely feeling cold, but
It's 69, according to the last thermal reading I took.
Anyone in here with us? Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Is the person on the stairs who set the device off here with us?
oh, I did my recorder stuff.
I haven't checked the recorder, but it looks like it's working in the other room still. I find
Are you around the table? You see Dennis sitting over there with a red blinking light on your shoulder? Can you touch him on the head? Please?
touch, bap, whatever.
Just try and touch him on the head. Would you like the limericks? Sometimes you have to be a bit silly. But I know your favorite was the dancing earlier, right? Probably the first and last time you'll see something like that in here.
I swear, I feel like all of my energy was just zapped
Drained?
right out of me.
I thought I heard a no somewhere, but maybe that was your stomach.
What's that?
Maybe that was your stomach. I thought I heard a no, but I thought that was your stomach.
Wasn't my stomach.
Going up to the red. Are you doing that to Brian? Are you kind of taking his energy?
I don't necessarily mind if you're doing it, but at least do it for a reason. Manifest something if you're using all of my energy.
I'm hearing clicking noises, but I'm thinking it's actually something over
See,
there by
both the
you.
K2s are going off.
K2s are making noises.
Both of them.
Yep.
I think there's my grandfather. Thank you.
I didn't think the K2, unless you have one with the beeper on it.
Is that the REM pod?
Yeah.
Yep.
What is this building with the lights on behind us, you know?
That's an apartment, there's a lift.
Yeah.
That's an apartment building. I think Kimmy lives there. I think Kira and Jake live on the top, I think. Are there 6 apartments?
I think there's only a couple.
I was wondering about that. There goes again. That's why I'm trying to figure out what the two different tones are.
So I wonder if they get spirits from here wandering over there.
I asked Kimmy about that. She said not that she knows of.
Huh.
Dennis, you should walk over and take a photo up the stairs.
Not a bad idea. Let's see what we pick up. Just gonna do a flash with you guys. Okay, so you decided to stop beeping. Can you turn the beeping off for us for just 1 second? Smile. That's odd. So do you like us taking pictures of the tour group? Yeah, it's interesting. It's actually warmer here now that you guys are not around. Don't know how sensitive it is, but it seems to be checking it out.
I'm just gonna see if I feel any better once I get out of there.
It was actually getting kind of cold in that corner, so I don't know if that has to deal with the same thing he's running into. And it does feel warmer by the stairs, I'll say that. What is the millimeter saying? So I was getting 69 on the thermal. I'll take, yeah, 'cause that sounded like it re-zeroed itself out. Battery dead?
Yeah, I just turned it back on.
But the millimeter with the REM, it looks like on the top.
Yeah, it is.
Where is my... Anyway.
Yeah, you're getting 68.4. That's about what I was saying.
Yeah. Well, there's a breeze here too.
Yeah, that's the thing too. There's a window that's open right there. I just feel a little bit less energetic compared to the prison last night, but don't have the same headache as I had before, so I'm going to take this off to see.
That's always good.
70, 67 ain't bad. It's actually a pretty comfortable temperature.
64 years.
Yeah. Sometimes beep, it's still beep.
This is a room, perhaps she is sloping a bit, where the two guys lived with their little dog. And then this woman who was the cook at the Gold Hill Hotel, she used to take care of the dog when they went away.
Okay.
And for a couple of days here and there.
Big house, plenty of space.
Yeah.
Piezo is definitely going off.
Yeah? No. Hang on, I'm coming back just a sec.
Alright. Right behind you. No, next to you, so.
You go first.
Yeah. It's definitely screaming about something. Let me see it up close here. Should be using white light, but see, I can generally see the labels. Okay. Rem range is the center button 0, rem 0 is the left button, and right is temp 0. So
Okay, can you set that off now that Dennis and I are here next to it? I want to thank you for doing that, by the way.
I hope that's a settling again upstairs.
You hope it's what?
Settling. It's heard like, no, it's not. So I wonder what that second part is that I'm hearing.
I don't know.
That might be a low battery alert.
No, it's a fresh battery tonight.
Ah, because there is a 0 temperature and 0 REM. So I'll set it off. So if I touch it, I'll set it off on there, but I don't know how sensitive you have it set to, or what the default settings are.
I don't know.
That might be the lower settings. Yep. Not sure if it's setting itself off or just temperature change. Have you been out this way yet?
Jackie, what time do you guys plan on heading out tomorrow?
But I have to give the key back. I think 9:30 she's here. So I have to have her reasonable hour, so I better go to a barbecue tomorrow afternoon
Oh, okay.
for Father's Day. What time are you guys heading out?
No clue.
I figured checkout time's 11, probably get up at, what, 8 or 9-ish, breakfast or whatever.
Do you want to head out about 8 or 9?
Probably before 11, so,
Well, yeah, definitely. It's an 8-hour drive.
yeah. So if we head out around 9, and maybe we make it down to where my car's
So
at,
what do you think?
and give them a call on the way out.
Okay, so did you want to get breakfast before we head out? Or?
Yeah, we'll probably get breakfast on the way out.
Okay, 9:30. She's here at 10, she's usually here at 9:30. Okay. And then we can either go to that casino place or we can go to that bakery. Either one sounds good. Yeah. What do you think, Brian?
I'm easy.
I wouldn't mind checking out the bakery in the morning.
I'm going to be checking it out when I go back to the hotel.
Yeah. Is it open? What do you mean?
I bought a blueberry Danish.
Oh,
Just so I had something when I got back to the hotel.
Yeah. Oh, that casino sounds
Do you remember the name of the soiled dove that was here?
No, I don't. You talked about a little girl, Gertrude or something, but I don't remember the soil dove.
Hi guys, what's up? We got the mannequins. I never realized how separated these floors are actually.
On what?
Separated they are. They're not 10 feet high, they're like 15. 'Cause we're on the lower floor, yet we went up the stairs. Maybe doing some work here. Plumbing. So are they ever going to renovate this building? Oh, this is where their DVR's at. It's inside that closet.
The what?
The DVR's in the closet for the camera system. You can see through the crack. You gotta go back this way to go get the stuff out of the poker table. I think. Yeah, start.